say, as a practicing dietitian, is one of the number one errors you see in people who start trying to make better choices when it comes to their nutrition?
I think it comes a lot, and I see this very often. There's no necessary lack inf- um, of knowledge. Sometimes it is more like the capacity to find a sustainable approach for that person that the person can stick to and be consistent with, and that sort of thinking that they want things happening straight away. And obviously we are humans, and this is something that all of us experience. We want, like, we have been 1 week in a calorie deficit and I don't see changes in the scale, and
Yeah.
like we kind of get frustrated because we don't see changes, but we kind of feel like we're putting so much, we're doing everything right, but it's that lack of patience and
Yeah.
needing to understand that the body doesn't work that way. That it's
Yeah.
not like, oh well, if you're just in 1 week on a calorie deficit you're gonna just see straight away changes.
Yeah.
You have to stick with that for a while. And
Yeah.
I mean, doing things, believing in the process, being very consistent, doing everything you can. And sometimes it's kind of I see clients deviating from, well, I'm in a calorie deficit, but then they sort of forget about other things,
Yeah.
and then it kind of still puts them in a place that they are not necessarily giving or doing their 100%.
Yeah.
And it's not about perfection. I
No, not at
always
all.
go about, it's not about being 100% perfect. We always want to do our best.
Right.
Obviously if you can aim for perfection or do your best, that's great. But the mentality of being perfect sometimes actually makes, can really backfire,
Yeah.
because if you're aiming for being completely perfect in every single goal and target you set up for the day, and you're unable to achieve those, that puts you in a place where it's gonna like, oh, I didn't make it, I just, so it's
Just give
better
up
just,
entirely.
yeah, not do anything. So it is
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, if I'm not doing 100%, I just don't do anything.
Yeah.
And that makes, puts you in a really difficult place to be consistent with something. And that's why I say, aim for perfection, but it's okay if you're not perfect. You
Yeah.